Can you let us know how that first half felt being on the pitch? What you maybe could have done better to resist what Saracens were doing?
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal, whatever about the start of the game, conceding points, but for our first half to concede as many as we did, it's not ideal. Credit to their quality of goal kickers to take advantage of any discipline errors. So it was, just that discipline side of things. Against the quality of Saracens, you give them a sniff that they take that, and they kept the scoreboard ticking, so it left us with a big challenge come half time.
How different was it playing Sarries there than it was in the last couple of weeks in knockout games in the Pro 14 as well? Obviously big games. Was it a noticeable step up?
In terms of intensity, I suppose, there is the level of intensity is high and what's at stake is higher. The game itself, there was a lot of stoppages, it felt like, whether it was through ill discipline. Moments in play that maybe when we'd increased the tempo, it felt like there was stoppages as well. So, those games when there's a lot at stake, obviously there's a heightened sense of awareness, a heightened sense of intensity. But as a game itself, certainly not the most intense in terms of running meters game as a back I played, and I know the forwards had work to do in terms of the amount of scrums and mauls.
And just finally, like, how frustrating is it to lose to the same team as last time, 25 games ago?
I suppose it's, you say the word frustrating. I'm hard to articulate exactly. I mean, it's heartbreaking as well. Because I know the effort that the lads have put in the lead up to, through lockdown, in the lead up to this game. So I'd never question that for 1 second. So you mean the effort and intent and desire and hunger and all those words, that's there just on the day when we're a couple of percentage off against a team like Saracens. They take full advantage of that, which they did. So it's heartbreaking because I'm aware of the effort that goes in day out. The support is what it means to them, what they mean to us, our friends and family at home, what they mean to us. So it's always disappointing letting them down, not giving them moments to celebrate like a win at full time. So it's a tough one to take, but I know it's not my first dark day in a Leinster jersey, so it's how we react and how we learn and how we can hopefully make it better. That's the challenge now. It's obviously not an easy one because you got to go into the nitty gritty of why we were on the wrong side of the result, but it's a challenge nonetheless. So nothing changes on that regard, that we're trying to get better, try and be better, so we learn from this how we can.
Garry, you stepped up a good bit, especially since the lockdown is over, leadership as well. I saw there was a bit of a conversation on the pitch at the end. Are you saying anything in those moments, or are you stepping back and leaving it to Johnny?
Well, I know Johnny, in terms, you look at the 4 stars that are on the Leinster jersey, obviously it doesn't fall on any one individual's shoulders, but Johnny certainly has played a big part in why there's 4 stars in our jersey. So he is, I wouldn't question for 1 second the quality of his leadership and how he plays, how he talks, how he brings other guys with him, the intensity and level he's at. But like I've said before, we're all challenged to be the best leaders and lead ourselves the best we can. So whether it's myself, Luke McGrath, Ross Byrne when he comes on, James Ryan, the list goes on, that everyone's challenged to be a leader in the tough moments, especially like out there. I think you saw it in the second half. Not obviously credit to Saracens, they won, but in terms of our own performance, I think we were a different side that came out the second half, and I think that was evident in how all the individuals that were playing carried themselves. So I think Johnny is unquestionably the best leader in the group, and success we've enjoyed with him as a leader isn't by accident. But equally we're all challenged to be the best leaders we can be.
And it's kind of the end of the road down for the likes of Rob, Kearney and Fergus, McFadden as well. It's I know Rob was here, Fergus was here as well. Just a shame that it ended this way, I suppose, for you guys.
Yeah, it's hard to put into words what those two individuals mean to Leinster when I say the 4 stars in the jersey and any domestic success we've enjoyed. That obviously doesn't fall on any one person's shoulders, and Johnny has played a big part in that. But equally, Rob and Ferg are two individuals that are in that same conversation. So, I mean, as good a moment as it was to see them lift the Pro 14 trophy last week, obviously it would have been ideal to give them the opportunity to lift the European trophy, which obviously can't happen. So I'm disappointed that we can't give them the opportunity. Certainly, if they were to play in any games beyond, as well as get the opportunity to lift the trophy. So that is another layer of how heartbreaking it is.